Sister Basquiat has Takasaki sit back down and starts explaining the meaning of our Amitié to a class. You're a pretty good singer. I thought I was nothing special. She calmly repeats the bitter words I threw at her when we first met. It's called sarcasm. Really? Didn't know that. My retort, she simply stares at me with an irritated expression of hers. That was amazing, and it's the first time we've sung it, right? There aren't many people who can pull that off, right? Right. Suoh-san. Shirahane nods. The president looks over at her restlessly. Is that out of concern for Shirahane? Or was she warning her to stop whispering, or was it both? Her vocal training. Well, that is just a question of going along with music. That's fine for you to say. If someone's asking you for tips on how to beat a tricky shoot 'em up, you just don't tell them to skip that stage until I've had a bit more practice, do you? It was that easy. I'd be asking for tips in the first place. Twins nod in unison, as though what we're saying makes complete sense. That's definitely good, but personally I think my Yuri was better. Yeah, here at face of assumption was something else. As soon as I'd spoken, both girls looked like I wish they hadn't. That was a slip-up. Of course, it becomes Shirahane's here too. I just had to go and bring up our Amitié partner who disappeared. No, her girlfriend who disappeared. Usually a press would smooth us over, but we're in class so she hesitates to speak up. And who's this Mayuri person? Takasaki, who hasn't turned into a mood, beats her to it. The other transfer students also stealing our curious glances that way. We mention this unfamiliar name.
Yuri.
Yuri? I thought you said her name was Mayuri. That's at a loss, the twins both looked at Shirahane, which Takasaki also notices. Do you know this Mayuri, Shirahane-san? She turns to Shirahane. A complex mix of emotions crosses Shirahane's face. In a moment, shame, bewilderment, barely suppressed pain, puts her hand to her chest and falls silent. You know her, right? Who is she? Kosaka Yuri-san is my Amitié partner. Which one is she? Shirahane's hand clasped to her chest. She's clearly struggling with some painful feelings. I haven't felt Shirahane's pain. This isn't out of kindness or anything. However, hey, we're in the middle of a class here. The appearance of an emotion I don't really understand brings me to stop Takasaki. Since when did you care about that? Is it that strange? Sister Basquiat does a lot for me. I don't want to cause trouble for her. Her doll-like features contort into a smile. Or at least they seem to. But hey, I just fancy a chat with this Yuri girl. You know, my attempt to stop her, she questions Shirahane again. That's enough. A quiet but decisive voice emanates out from out behind Takasaki. We're in class, Takasaki-san. Yes, we are. You should be listening to a teacher like a good girl. Her words make it quite clear that she's taken no notice of her present, but she gives her an characteristically angry glare. We're in class. We include you. Save your chatter for later. You're a strange one. Oh. That's the sort of topic I shouldn't be bringing up. I see. Is she deceased? Her disappearance, the simple fact of not being able to see her again, has a similar implication, but the president balls her hands up into fists to hold back her range as an angry flush works its way up her neck. Oh, judging by that look, she dropped out. I say, why did you say so sooner? Ignoring Hanabishi's glare, Takasaki turns her annoyed gaze back to Shirahane. You're being so weird about it, she just dropped out. You might have it like this, nothing. You're right. Shirahane purses her lips, tears welling up in her eyes. She tries to hold them back, but unable to stem the swell of emotion, she's left helpless as a single tear leaks from her eye, makes it way down her cheek. Take that back. What? I said, take that back! She's no longer making any effort to lower her voice, and she's shouting into Mrs. Basket's lecture. All the eyes in the class turn to us. Shirahane is crying, Hanabishi is mad, Takasaki... Must be obvious to everyone what's happened. Hanabishi, glaring protectively over Shirahane, is a picture of righteousness. Naturally, our classmates' reproachful stares force on Takasaki. It is obvious to me what's going on. She's probably just confused by the way she narrows her eyes. She looks at Hanabishi, makes it seem like she's glaring right back. If that's how it looks to me, our classmates would surely take it the same way. Is something the matter? Sister Basket addresses the two of them. Her expression is as nun-like as ever. Needless to say, she's getting nothing from Takasaki, and Hanabishi is too emotional to speak up. Miss Yaegaki-san? Sister Basket pushes me for explanation. I do feel sorry for Takasaki because she didn't know. There's no way she could have known. Since Takasaki sang the Ave Maria, we were talking about who the best singer in classes. Yes? And one thing led to another, and Kosaka's performance at the festival, the assumption came up. Sister Basket made a pain expression and seems to have guessed the gist of it from what I've said so far. Takasaki didn't know anything about Kosaka, so she asked Shirahane about her, and then... I see. Sister Basket clasps my hand and whispers a thank you into my ear. I understand. The misunderstanding got you both blown out of proportion. So why don't you both apologise to one another? I don't see what I've done to apologise for. You. Apologise. Hanabishi is on the verge of explosion when it rang again, but a commanding voice causes the two of them to straighten up. Sister Basket looms over him, clearly not about to take no for an answer. I'm sorry for shouting. Me too. Each of them faintly offers their own hollow apology. Tolerance is a virtue. The capacity for forgiveness is a uniquely human trait. Sister Basket starts lecturing in a sing-song voice, a hand to her chest. She seems to think it's over and done with, but that one's the type to keep poking the wound. It's not like either her apologies have been sincere, not Takasaki's nor the President's. I can tell the embers are still smouldering amongst our classmates too, even if any trace of it is faint now. The only one who doesn't realise it is Sister Basket, still moralising obviously. Now, you both apologised, but I must issue a punishment for quarrelling in the chapel. A punishment? Nothing too terrible, I hope. Oh, Miss Hanabishi will help me out of a greenhouse for next week. The Sasaki twins note out an exaggerated size of relief with expected lenient punishment. At least they seem to understand that all of this seems to start because of them. Miss Takasaki-san will. Ah, yes. You'll help the animals. The animals? What animals? You may already know, there's a rabbit pen in a little way from the greenhouse. Yes, I saw it when I was shown around the school. That's it. Seems like we recently welcomed some baby bunnies. Animals are most vulnerable right after birth, so I'd like you to take care of them. I understand. Her reluctance is plainly written on her face. I can't help but giggle. My gaze meets Sister Basket's. Since you are her amity partner, Miss Yaegaki, you would join Miss Takasaki in looking after him. Huh? This is totally out of left field, and in a moment I'm taken aback. Between Miss Takasaki and Sister Basket? You've got to be kidding me. If you have joint liability with virtue of being amity partners, then why does Shirahane have to take the President's punishment with her? Although maybe it's better I play up the fact I'm confined to a wheelchair and can't really help out with that too much. My amity partner has come over to stand beside me at some point, her expression despondent. Shirahane's eyes are swollen. The Sasaki sisters are watching us restlessly. I glance at a present whose braids are still bristling with anger. My shoulders slump as I swallow my words. Hey. What? She shouted at me. My amity partner got her head cocked to one side. She still doesn't understand. She sure did. Why? Well, your own Gandhi'd probably hit you back if you'd suddenly shocked him in a sore spot. I didn't hit her. I mean her heart. Take a hint, idiot. Despite my attempt to explain it in plain terms, she still doesn't seem satisfied. That was rough. One of the Sasaki sisters overhearing our conversation expresses her sympathy. I'm honestly grateful to an extent, but it surprises me. Thanks. Give me a hug. She blinks at my unexpected banter and hugs me tightly, as though in consolation. Water. Water. You want me to bring you water? What else would I mean? She fires back at me coldly. I don't think taking care of rabbits was such a pain. I mutter under my breath. 1 week earlier. Since you are her amity partner, Miss Yaegaki, you will join Miss Takasaki in looking after them. On Sister Basik's orders, I ended up taking care of newborn bunnies. Hurry up and bring it. Takasaki's arms are laden with hay to feed them. She gestures with her chin towards a tap located halfway between rabbit pen and a greenhouse. I put her face of a dirt track. It's tough going for rubber wheels in my chair. We both have our roles. I'm a brains and you're a brawn. And you have those brains of yours being fried to the heat. How am I supposed to bring the watering can back it's full? On my knees? My uniform will get soaked. You... I tried to say something, but Millie sighs. You're no use at all. Puts out those words and puts down the hay, picks up a watering can, stalks off to go fill it. Meanwhile, I pick up a bundle of hay left beside the entrance, open the door, and offer it up to my mother rabbit. She stares up at me curiously. Well, I suppose it's sweet my classmates come and play with you, even if you don't have to. In addition to the Sasaki sisters and Shirahane, some other classmates come to play with rabbits under the guise of magnanimity. I don't tend to do too much to help out, but it does seem like they feed them their hay. You have a feeling when you're not sleeping, you're eating. I can help but smile at the sight of rabbits munching eagerly on my hay. All of a sudden, the adult rabbits shrink back in surprise. What is it? I'm not going to eat you. I stopped eating her, eyeing me warily. Perhaps fearful of that smile people tell me resembles that of a cat. Looking after these guys really is. Get Shirahane and Sasaki is way more suited to me. In a week since we ordered to take care of rabbits, my classmates, the Sasaki sisters, and Shirahane have come to see us most days. And although Prez never joined them, it was still hard for her to show her face after a quarrel with Takasaki, even though Shirahane is happy to. Not just while we're here, rabbits have been avoiding her, same as all areas in school life. She's gallantly doing everything she can for the other new transfer students, but not Takasaki. Seems like now both of them have simply decided not to get involved with the other. Well, things take care of their own course. The mood in class has become slightly uncomfortable. If things get too bad, I can just stop bothering to attend. No great loss on my end. Move. And one descends onto me like a slosh of ice water. I hunch my shoulders and move away from the door to a pen. Keep watch for it, don't escape. Before I can even answer, she's gone for the wooden door inside. She obviously thinks if the door left open, the rabbits might try and make a break for it. Once she's done pouring water from a full can into a drinking bowl, rabbits crowd around it and start sipping from it eagerly. There's a rumour that rabbits die from drinking water. Really? They seem awfully into it though. Think about there being enough water to contend with vegetables already. I suppose there's some things you don't know until you have pets of your own. Maybe it depends on the season, but it looks like we do need more water than I thought. Watch rabbits lap it up with their little tongues. Kind of related, but I heard something about them dying of loneliness too. Wait. She grimaces at my words and steps outside and picks up a book she left in a wheelbarrow and flips through the pages. Oh, what's that? Your personal notebook? Your eyes don't work either. As this curt response, all I can hear for a while is a whisper of pages being turned. He doesn't say anything about them dying of loneliness. I don't think you'll find that in a textbook. Taking this job reluctantly. Well, at least I had, and I thought Takasaki had felt the same, but unexpectedly, my Amitié partner has dug up a textbook on rabbit care from a library and has really thrown herself into a task of caring for them. Still, it's surprising the Academy had a book on it. I know I've got plenty of manuals, but I thought they were more serious topics. It took me a while to find it. It would have taken longer if Shirahane hadn't helped. Takasaki's eyes are still glued to a page. What? You got Shirahane's hand to help you? I suddenly screeched out. I don't understand the problem. Shirahane-san is a library counsellor, is she not? It's her job to help people find books. So it pays not to be able to read a mood. What? Nothing. I can understand why you'd ask Shirahane. I bookworm, but it's like the sprite of a library. I bet you can find books in there which are like needles in a haystack to anyone else. I still can't eat by themselves yet. Takasaki goes back into a pen with a book from the flows of a conversation. I take it she does it. The flow of a conversation, I take it she's observing the baby bunnies. She turns those irritated eyes onto her into the object of her care. Could it be that this textbook is correct? We're about 10 years old now. They're in full fur, starting to look like rabbits. Aside any questions of a weird turn of phrase, I have hard urge to ask what the hell a rabbit doesn't look rabbit actually looks like. Yeah, when we were first born, I thought we were baby mice or something. Mice? Can you not read either? Throws the book at me, her eyes serious despite my banter. Been right here. Hey, you're reading my personal space here. She leans over with a book half open. Glaring, she points to a section headed Growth Stages. Its proximity with the centre of Peaches, her delicate clavicle, her defenceless chest are... Hey, are you listening? I'm listening. Step backwards, it's too hot. She steps back with a frown. I've broken out into a strange sweat as I cough to recover myself and address Takasaki. She shuts the book. So, how long do you need to take care of them? What do you mean? I mean, it's not like we're going to be responsible for them forever, is it? Don't look so confused. Remember, Sister Basket said the newborn animals are vulnerable, so she wants to keep an eye on them. Now you're saying we'd do it somewhat? We don't have to be responsible for it once they're all grown enough to no longer need care. She nods, flips her pages again. Since their weaning period is about 1 month. 1 month, huh? Man. First instinct to say something cruel, but I guess some creatures take up to half a year to mature. Thinking of it that way, I think I'm prepared to put up with 1 month of it. Well, caring for only means feeding him, changing her water and cleaning her pen, so I guess there's no how much for a pain. I have to make sure I don't get sick too. I'm just get sick, like ear infections, I think. They do have lovely ears. Takasaki won't go along with my jokes and just continues flipping through a book. Most well-known problems seem to be manicution and furballs. You say very well known, but how would anyone have a clue if I'd never kept rabbits before? Their teeth are always growing, so if you don't give them something to ignore on, their bite can get out of alignment. Like sharks. I lose and regrow theirs. She responds conscientiously and moves on to the next page. Tables occur when we consume our own fur while grooming. Clumps of hair block the exit to the stomach. They cause not only intestinal problems, but can also lead to various other diseases. I've seen that before. Don't cats do the same thing? Cats can't put their fur balls themselves. You always get things slightly off. I don't want to fill my brain with things I have no interest in. I don't get along with animals to start with. I flash her a grin. She regards me distrustfully. Just like with rabbits. Says to give them something hard to chew on, sort out the teeth problems, and find fibres for the fur balls. Hay seems to be good like it, but it covers both bases. Which also means we'll look out for colds or eye issues. She's about to comment on her attentiveness. Her sneeze seems almost orchestrated. Instead of rabbits whose ears are pointing straight up in surprise. We've come to play. Hear a familiar voice. Notice the Saki sisters waving to me. You guys. Guess you'll stop pretending you're here to lend a hand. Not at all. We've come to... Hey, is that hay fever? Don't pass it on to the rabbits. Hay fever isn't contagious. If Ichigo puts a mind to it, I'm sure it's possible. That wouldn't be good. Sisters hurriedly flap their hands at Takasaki's distinctly unamused look. After a younger one's laughing. Well, I don't mind if you're here to help. Seeing my bookworm buddy smile gently at me, presumably having been dragged along here by the twins, I'll scratch at an eyebrow. We are going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. We are all going to die. A line from a movie Battleship randomly pops into my head. We'll learn more about that line next episode, shall we? So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to save the game here. And join me next time. Bye-bye.